I'm Steve, this is Fran. Today we are rating the best pro induction ranges.
All right, let's jump right into it with one of the most popular options here, Wolf.
Gotta hand it to them. They redesigned it and they got it right. They took the controls from the top to made it look like they're dual fuel. Looks like they're dual fuel range with the red knobs or black knobs or whatever knobs you want, or stainless knobs, or and there's 3 different colors. But what they have, what I think they're the best at is their convection system is the verticross convection. 2 fans, extended elements, arched in the back. It provides the most even temperature. I like that. I think, you know, they have the Wolf Gourmet. You put in the food, how you like it cook. It's time, temperature, and gives you rack position as well. You know, in terms of the top, you've got the griddle burners, basic on the top, but excellent. The only thing that's kind of eyebrow catching to me is that on that 48 inch, you need 100 amps and it's 50 for everybody else. But for new construction, that's not a problem. If you're replacing, that's a big problem. But how many people are replacing that type of thing? Yeah, 48. So I really like this. This is definitely an A product.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, the Wolf Gourmet is fantastic. Like you said, that convection system also kind of makes the oven a little bit deeper because it's kind of concave back there. The top to bottom convection fans are unique, so you're really getting that circulation throughout the entire oven cavity. Yeah, definitely an A for sure here. Next, let's go to BlueStar.
BlueStar will give you something that no other brand does. It's a 7,400 watt element. It's 7,400 watt that's going to boil water at 3 minutes as opposed to 15 to 20 in a regular burner. And it gives you that matte finish.
Yeah.
I really like that matte.
I do too.
You know, it's different. You're going to scratch the top, but you're just not going to notice it.
Dust, fingerprints, that sort of thing too. It's really, you don't notice them. It's completely different than really everything else that's out there with an electric or an induction top where it's kind of that glossy sheen that you see. This is the total opposite.
Yeah, my cat's white hair. I don't think you're going to see it. The other thing with BlueStar is 1,000 colors, 6 different trims. You can make something unique. And that really matters. You know, the range is the focal point in your kitchen. That's where you put your color on. And I think nobody does it better than them, certainly, in terms of that. You get the same 7-inch touchscreen as a Wolf, but you just don't get the functionality. You don't get the convection of a Wolf. But in terms of power and customization, this is as good as it gets.
Yeah, and the nice thing with the guided cooking, well, lack of guided cooking, but their control panel, their kind of whole thing was to make it at least as easy to use as possible. So any cooking mode or anything you're trying to do, their goal is to be able to do it in kind of 3 clicks. So they try to kind of make it easy, but yeah, you're definitely lacking a lot of that guided cooking. Next, let's talk about Miele.
Miele is good too. You know, you're going to get a better burner with that. You know, they add the steam assist to it. They don't have a 48, they got a 36. What steam assist will do in an electric oven, and these are all electric ovens, they're drier ovens. It's going to add moisture, so you're not going to get a dry turkey. That's the one thing about dual fuel that I don't understand, is that gas is better for roasting and broiling. So this is going to be the best for roasting. We have another brand that's going to have that as well. I like the MasterChef controls, time, temperature, stored recipes, moisture. I think Miele's are really just a good product overall.
Absolutely. Wireless temperature probes, leave the racks in for self-cleaning. They have a couple different series, kind of an entry level, if you will, induction, then a step up that kind of gives you the better controls and some of those other features. But yeah, really solid overall in 30 and 36.
The next brand, SKS, will take that steam, and it's kind of like they combined Miele and Wolf in one kind of range, right? You know, Miele's got the twin convection as well. But what SKS does is they have the 7,000 watt, and they're only available in the 36 inch. They have the light up knobs that make it really easy to use. Bridge elements, but you hit a button instead of turning knobs 16 different ways. You get time, temperature, rack position like Wolf, and steam assist like Miele. Miele is, you run a water line. SKS is the reservoir. I've got a Wolf reservoir at home. It's fine. Really, it
makes it a lot easier installation, you know, for replacing things like that, depending on what you're doing.
For replacing, for the water leaks. That SKS is another A, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Thermador?
Thermador's got the Liberty technology, which is really interesting if this is the type of cook you are, where you can take a food and boil it and slide the pan so it could be like boil rice, simmer rice, warm rice, just by moving the pan. It's their Liberty technology. I like that. The burners, you don't get really any extra power with them. Single convection, no guided cooking.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the top.
Yeah.
In terms of everything else, it's pretty much a B.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like the top is awesome. Definitely the oven, the controls, those have been around for a long time. Not a lot of upgrades or changes really over the last 10 years or more on those. So yeah, that's definitely where they lack a little bit.
Speaking of chicken, how about Viking?
Let's go to Viking.
I think Viking, it's a trouble brand in my estimation, and everything but ranges. I really like this range. It's 17 different colors, Benjamin Moore style colors. The top really doesn't offer anything the others don't, but it's got a good label. It's got good color. It's a good introduction for them, I think.
What do you give them for a rating?
Doesn't have guided cooking, steam, any of those stuff. I give them a B.
Fisher Paykel.
Which one?
Yeah.
I mean, they've got like 6 different, it's like they got 27 different dishwashers and 6 different induction. I like their 48 at a price.
Yeah. It was one of the first ones really for a 48 full induction. Yeah. The first one. Yeah.
Second one.
Second one. Aga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, there's other brands we don't sell that were out first, but I like it at a price. It's 13,000 roughly. You get good builder deals on top of that.
Good knob controls on that too. Color coded knob controls as well for the oven and the preheating.
5,500 watt burners on a few of them. Griddle. So from a specification standpoint, on the top, it's good. The price is good. You have a number of different configurations if you don't like that pro look. But single convection, no guided cooking.
Yeah.
It's kind of basic there, but good top, good price. I would say it's a solid B.
Yeah, the European style in 30 and 36, kind of more counter depth, smaller ovens. Lesser price point though too than a lot of these kind of professional ones. Yeah, obviously very different style, but it gives you can get into a 36 induction at a different price point too. What do you think overall for a rating?
I'd say a solid B. And if you're more of a price shopper, you want to spend $18,000 to $23,000 on a Wolf/BlueStar, it's a good option.
Now let's go to Aga, which is a little bit more unique.
What a fun range this is. This is something, if you don't really mind about performance, the top is uniquely inferior to everything else I've mentioned. I mean, you get one 3,700 watt, and I think you don't have any bridge elements, only 5 burners in the 48 inch.
Burners, yeah.
Smaller burners, but it's so good looking.
Yeah.
It's like if I planned a French country cottage and didn't really care, this would be it. I mean, you could probably do
And price point, pretty good too, comparatively. Yeah.
$11,000. You get really nice colors, side opening ovens, which might be an advantage based on the way you cook. You're not lifting over a heavy door. But you know what it's got that this is really interesting to me? It's got a special broiler.
Yeah.
My mother used to broil everything growing up. And this has
Small
got that
broiler.
small,
Yeah.
it's really small, so it would broil better because it's, not boiling a whole big oven. So this is a really unique product for someone who's not really interested in cooking more than 1 or 2 items at a time and really loves the look. This is a solid B.
And lastly, we got JennAir.
We don't sell JennAir anymore, but I really like this product. Again, nothing special on the top, but their culinary center I always thought was intriguing.
Yeah.
It gives you time, temperature, and it shows you how everything looks before you cook.
Very intuitive, like everything from even showing you exactly what the meat would look like at the doneness that you want it at. Like it kind of tells you everything.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I like this product. The rest of the line, decent pro ranges, but in terms of this induction, I really like the interface because it walks you through more of what is in the oven. I mean, you're not getting any guy to really, any better convection or steam or any of that M-touch, but it's a decent product that you should be looking at. And again, they've got some pretty good packages too. I give that a solid B.
And that's it.
That's all. If you like this video, we have more in this format. Hit the like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.